it's Ted Spaghetti and I'm back for another video. Today I'm looking at Transformers Kingdom Dinobot. But before I get into the figure itself, let's take a look at some of the accessories that he comes with. Dinobot includes his sword and shield. He also comes with a card, which happened to be Dinobot. But strangely enough, the character in here is modeled after the 90s toy instead of the new Kingdom figure, or even the Masterpiece, so that's kind of odd. So here's Dinobot in his robot mode, and he's looking just like his original animation character. He does have some large fists, but it's not really noticeable in real life. They do open up, and it has a little peg in there. You can see some of the really cool details, like just the way they made the whole chest piece, using some parts from the thighs to combine with the actual dinosaur head. And he also has just overall really cool just gold details on his legs, but he's missing some of the bone detailing that's on the actual character model. So up here he has some weird shoulders, and they're kind of low, and you can try and prop them up, but it means the rest of his arms are kind of flailed out. So you kind of have to have him in an awkward pose to make his shoulders look more normal, if that makes sense. So turning the figure to the back, he does have a little bit of kibble, which is unfortunate, made up of the dinosaur neck and just overall some of the skin, which is somewhat unfortunate. And also unfortunate is the way they colored his eyes. He doesn't have those luscious cheeks from the TV show, which is not really great. But yeah, he also has some nice bone detailing on his crotch. And the head sculpt is just, it's impeccable. And I think that they've reused the 3D model that they used for the Masterpiece figure. So it comes off looking just amazing. It's probably one of my favorite head sculpts ever. Hasbro's been doing a really good job at the head sculpts, but he does have a little bit of paint blemishing. You can see that there's some paint missing from the very edges of his cheeks and over by his mouth, which is unfortunate, but at this budget, I guess it's somewhat to be expected. But yeah, there's Dinobot in his robot mode. So now let's get into some size comparisons. So before I get into some articulation, I just want to note, here he is with his spinning shield, but the thing is that it doesn't really spin like it does in the show, which is kind of unfortunate considering it's just one of those things when you think about Dinobot, you think of this shield. So he can hold it just fine, and of course it'll rotate, it doesn't lock in place, but because it's not supposed to rotate, if you spin it enough, it'll just eventually just come out, which, meh, not a big fan about that. I'm sure a third-party company will maybe invent some kind of piece to make it spin. I would totally buy that. So he has 360 movement at the shoulders, in and out, a bend at the elbow, and then he's got lots of wrist articulation, which I like, so that you can bring his hands in for some cool sword-holding poses. I really do enjoy that. Or maybe you can get some golden discs and he can look at them. I think that's cool. He's got a waist swivel due to the transformation. He's got universals at the hips, but unfortunately they don't go back because of the dinosaur detailing. He's got in and out. He's got a very tight bend at the knee, so it's kind of hard, and he's got an ankle tilt. He's also got pretty good movement at the head, so you can look up and you can look down. So here's Dinobot in his dinosaur mode, and he's got some little just quips here. He doesn't hold together in the thighs all that well sometimes, but overall he's pretty neat. He's got some strange hands, which kind of look like he's biting his nails or something like that, or some kind of strange homophobic stereotype. But yeah, he's got some movement at the knees, and that's kind of it for his articulation for the most part. He's got actually very well articulated hands and an opening mouth, as you can see. And he's got a little tongue in there, which I really do like. I feel like for a Voyager figure that wouldn't have been done, but they did put in some tongue detail. He's also quite long. And he's got some really cool dinosaur detailing for the skin. But he does unfortunately have that little pink tip where his sword sticks out. So yeah, there's Dinobot in his Velociraptor mode. So that's it for my review of Kingdom Dinobot. I hope you enjoyed my review. Be sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.